Another run done, another run with this FlipBelt. I didn't expect to use it so often, and the run was before my shower. Not that you think that I'm running in clothes like this. Okay, let me sit down a moment because running 50 kilometers to the pool, swimming 1750 meters, and then running 15 kilometers back is still hard for me. But let's talk about the FlipBelt and why I'm actually using it way more often than I expected. Most of my shorts don't have pockets where a phone totally fits in, so I have to leave my phone somewhere in the belt. I don't always feel like gearing up with a vest like this morning. Sometimes you just wanna, I don't know, put on your shorts, put on a shirt, get out of the door and run, but you still have your keys and your phone. So where am I gonna leave them if I don't have my vest? In the belt. I know I can run with the phone in my hand, but I kind of have sweaty hands, and Sarah always makes fun of me that I always drop my phone. I drop them when I run with a phone in my hand, so I have to keep it somewhere stable in the belt. The FlipBelt comes with a flask inside. I have to admit, I expected that the water would be like splashing around when I was running. It's surprisingly quiet, and there's this little screw top. You can lock it and you can open it so it doesn't leak. And it's pretty easy when you're running to slide it in your belt and to take it out again. I also was using this belt during the Antwerp Half Marathon because having my own flask meant that I could skip the first 8 stations. And as you know, the first 8 stations are always the busiest one. It takes you kind of like some time to squeeze in all the people to get something to drink. If you want to run a PP, I did. They're valuable seconds, so having the bottle with me just made me faster on the first part of the race, and then later on when the crowd is kind of like spread out more, it's easier to get to the aid station. So I was really happy with it. Having said that, I also had the gels in the FlipBelt. As you can see, they have like a lot of pockets, but what was happening is that during my run, I was sliding the flask into one pocket, and that meant that on the other pocket, the gels were pushed out. So be aware that if you do it, you might want to put your gels somewhere else. Maybe the front pocket that has the zipper and your phone, you can put your gels in there. So who is this belt for? Actually, if you want to leave your phone somewhere, I know some people have the phone on the arm. Tried it, I don't like it. If you want to leave your phone somewhere, I think this belt is really useful. If you want to run a race, be fast, but you're like me, you're a mid-pack to back of the pack runner and the aid stations are crowded, belt is very useful. Any race where you want to bring a gel, so 10-15 kilometer, belt is very useful. As I said, it comes with this little hook for your keys. So if you have to leave your keys somewhere and you don't like your keys jingling around, belt is useful. I even use it with my vest, so this one is still full of my stuff of this morning's run. But then some of my gels are in the belt, some of my gels are in my vest. I notice this camel vest is really nice, but I notice with a lot of vests that you have an open pocket where your phone goes in. I don't know. It just moves around. This one keeps it tight. The camel vest actually does as well. A friend of mine was running in Belgium, crossing the river, had his phone in his vest, bent forward to get some water on his face, and he lost his phone. So belt would be very nice for that as well. Ultra runs, you have to leave all your gear somewhere. It's just extra storage for an ultra run. And a really, really stupid thing, my belly always gets cold when I run. It actually keeps my belly nice and warm. So if you have a cold belly or a cold low back while running, the belt is nice as well. What I like as well with this belt is that the weight sits on my hips. If you have your vest on, which is already full with your soft flask, with some of your gels, with your gear, you get like a lot of weight on your shoulders. I don't know about you, but sometimes I have more pain in my shoulders with ultra runs than in my legs. So if I put some of the gear in this belt, the weight goes on my hips and I release my shoulders a little bit. Conclusion, like I said, didn't expect to use it very often. I use it on almost every run. It is very flexible. It's still in a nice shape, although I have it, I think now for 3/4 of a year. So if you want to spend your money on a little running gadget, the FlipBelt is actually a very nice gadget to have. If you want to have more reviews, subscribe. If you want to have training advice, subscribe. Click on that little bell thing so you get a notification when there is a new video out. And as always, keep on running.
Thank you! Let's go! Go, go, go! Come on!